Good afternoon, good morning, or good evening, depending on where you are situated in the world. My name is Christian Jengra, and my wife Tammy and I will be hosting this presentation this evening. And it's a real treat for us to have the opportunity to share this wonderful venture to anyone that is open to increase their lifestyle or to better their lifestyle when it comes to their financial situation. Tammy and I have been in the industry for well over 25 years. I know I've been full time for at least, actually conservatively, I would say 28 years. That's how long I've been full time in this industry. And folks, it's absolutely incredible how convenient and how wonderful residual income is. Once you build an organization with a wonderful product and a wonderful company, and the income starts flowing on a regular basis, month after month after month, and the things that you can do in the freedom that it gives you, it can liberate you. In fact, we've witnessed people that were liberated by the income that is driven by this kind of opportunity. So Tammy and I have dedicated our lives in training, supporting, and presenting information such as what we're going to be sharing with you here today. And as a matter of fact, God Backup is a company that empowers family with a global opportunity. And you'll see along this presentation how many countries that we're in today. We're barely a year old. I mean, we're about 7 or 8 or 9 months old now. And it's incredible what's going on. We have massive growth and we're seeing massive success already. So it's time, folks, to turn your dreams into reality. And the question is, why are you here? Why are you here? Well, as I said, it's time to turn our dreams into reality. This is what my wife and I, this is what Tammy and I had, the decision we made. I think Tammy was about, I would say 15 years ago or so, or 17 years ago. And it's just wonderful what happened. In fact, it was in our 40s that we started all over again. Now we're in our mid 50s, close to 60, and it's just wonderful what we've been able to do. So the thing is, we want to pay it forward by sharing this information with you. So it's time to turn your dreams into reality. Would you agree, Tammy?
Absolutely. And Got Back Up is empowering so many families around the world, and we get to see it every day. I mean, we get messages continuously of all the people that are rank advancing, all the people that are doing extremely well, people that are joining the teams worldwide. It's been a lot of fun. And Got Back Up, it's here to help you to create a lifestyle that you've always wanted to help average people. Like Chris and I are average people. We consider ourselves the average family who were sick and tired from our careers before we got involved in this type of profession. And we decided to put some work ethic, humble ourselves to learn skills, and our lives has literally transformed. We're actually here in Daytona Beach, Florida. This is our second home, and we live here 5 months out of the year because we don't like the snow, we don't like the cold. We decided when I hit 50, we decided that's it. We're not doing snow anymore, and we've been literally living that. And that's because of the choices that we made and the work ethic that we put towards opportunities. And Got Back Up is such an incredible opportunity. It's so very new, backed by a parent company, and you'll get to know that. So timing, it's all about timing, right? So timing is there for you as well. Hey, and Yonam, how are you? From Ghana. Awesome.
Welcome in UNM. And folks, what's important here is that the company, as Tammy mentioned, the parent company, you can see on the left-hand side, GVO is a parent company who envelopes Got Back Up. And they started in 1997. As a matter of fact, this is when I met Joel, when I needed a place to be able to host my website, to be able to put some files so my team can have access to these files, because all I kept doing at one point is emailing everybody every time someone needed information, and it became overwhelming. And I said, well, why don't I just get a website people can go to and start downloading what they need based on systems that we've created. And it was a WordPress system. And I was way back in the early 2000s. And I remember Joel telling me that he needed to move in Texas as a Canadian company. I was wondering, oh, does that mean I need to stop my service with you? He said, no, absolutely not. For you, it's the same address. Everything's the same login information. It's just we're going to be in a different location. Make a long story short, he explained to me that the fiber optic where they were located could not support even their expansion. Even if they reached the maximum, there's nothing they can do. And that's why they needed to move. And the infrastructure, the fiber optic infrastructure where they're located right now in Dallas, Texas, are the area where sometimes I get a blank here. Toyota. We have what other company? Google. We have so many different companies. I don't want to have a blank right now, but there's so many massive, big companies that using huge databases in this area. And Got Backups, decided, okay, well, let's go there. And so we continue expanding. And as a matter of fact, I want to share a quick little video with you that will give you an illustration of the kind of security and the kind of facility that we're talking about.
Hey guys, welcome to the corporate office of Got Back Up. Now everybody wants to know, are we super secure? And how do we offer such an amazing service at such a low price? So this is in our tech room. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna take you on a tour of our server room to show you just how secure it is, and we welcome you into the family. So let's go over to the server room. So the first thing I wanna explain to you guys is that we're fully PCI compliant. For physical PCI compliance, what does that mean? It means we're allowed to physically store credit cards in our data center because we're uber secure. So we've passed all the tests for that, and we're legally allowed to store credit cards and your storage. So one of the first requirements for PCI compliance is you have to have 2 coded doors before you get into your server room. We also, as a company, like to have fun, so we call it Area 51. So anyway, I'm gonna code this door with my back here so you guys can't see what the code is. Come in this way. This is a simple inventory room, guys. We build servers here and so forth. And then our second coded door is over here, okay? And so we have a coded door here as well to get into the server room. So here we are in the server room, guys. This is where all the magic happens. So couple of things people ask. Joel, how secure is my data, and could you ever lose our data? So as an example, let's come here. It's impossible to lose your data, and here's why. If you look at this storage array, and we have, you know, hundreds of storage arrays in here, there's 14 hard drives across this storage array. 4 of these hard drives could fail, which statistically never happens, but let's say it did. 4 of these hard drives need to fail before we start to lose some data. But guess what? We're not going to lose any data because this is striped to here. This whole rack of hard drives here is copied here. Just the same here. All these hard drives here are copied here. So there's not a single point of failure relative to your data. There's also no single point of failure in the server room. As an example, there's A power and B power. Every server is plugged into A power. Every server is plugged into B power. Also, relative to cooling of this room, if you come over here, you'll see we have 1, 2, 3, 4 air conditioners in this server room. So the air is never going to be a problem. The other thing as well is we're very, very efficient. If you look up at the ceiling, let's come back over here, you'll see vents up there, and the cold air is strategically placed in front of the servers here, so it sucks in all the cold air, and it goes over into the hot aisle behind this wall here. So very, very efficient server room as well. And finally, if God forbid there was ever a fire in this room, we have here what's called a fire suppression system. What this system does, it's just a bunch of electronics behind here, but we can open it up, okay, is if God forbid there was a fire, and in 25 years there's never been a fire, but it will snuff out all the oxygen in this room. If there's no oxygen, then the fire goes out, right? So we don't use water to destroy the equipment. So that's the basics of the server room. Super, super secure and super redundant relative to your data. So the other aspect to security is we use the exact same security as Amazon, as Google, as all the big players, Microsoft. It's patented security, it's military grade, 256-bit encryption security. So your stuff is very secure. So let's come out of the server room for now.
So we want to give you an illustration of the hardware and the location. That's a 10,000 square feet data center. And we're only using a fraction of the space that we can actually utilize as we start harvesting more servers as we start reaching the million users, right? Right now we're crossing the 40,000 users. So we're just growing. It's really, really exciting. And I'm telling you, the future is so, so bright.
Yeah, now that you know that the security is there, because I think that's a big question for most people, then let's go ahead and talk about the trends, because anytime you're evaluating opportunity, you want to be there at the right time, and it's certainly the right time. The company started April is when Got Back Up started. And the buzz is just starting to get out there. So we haven't even hit any big momentum yet. So the timing is there for sure. One of the biggest trends is obviously cell phones. I mean, our world today, everybody has phones, even the younger generation. You can see all parents give phones to their kids now so they can keep in touch with them to make sure that they're closer to their families. Almost 7 billion smartphones out there in the world today, which is a huge trend.
Absolutely. If you look at the percentage of global mobile traffic here from 2011 to 2023, folks, it's massive. And look at how fast this thing is growing. And we don't have 2024 yet. I mean, at the end of the day, folks, the growth possibilities is absolutely massive. And I think we're still at the infancy understanding what AI is doing right now. There's some really interesting that are coming.
And let's face it, cell phones are a real addiction. You know, every time Chris and I go out, we look around, we pay attention, I think, more now than ever, Chris, on the cell phone usage and people using the cell phones. For example, most people use their cell phone for alarm clocks. I know I do. I get up earlier than Chris. And my phone goes off, I'm up and I'm at them. So anytime I personally leave my cell phone at home, can you relate? If you can relate, put a comment there. Anytime you leave your cell phone at home, you just feel so lost. and you want to go back and get your phone. So most people, everything they do is from the phone. So we are totally addicted, and I love the one of the 73%. You know, on the toilet, most people, they bring their phones to the bathroom when they go to the bathroom. Back in the days, I remember, you know, people used to have those little wicker racks with magazines in there. And people would just, you know, sit there for a while and read magazines. Now everybody's flicking through their phones. So it's crazy on how attached we are to our cell phones.
And that brings also some challenges where data losses is a growing concern. I mean, it's amazing. 45% of cell phone users have accidentally damaged their cell phone or lost their data. This is a very serious thing. I mean, nobody likes to lose expensive hardware. That's painful. But to lose your soul, if you understand, like everything that's in there that you've been accumulating in some cases for decades, and some folks don't think twice about backing up their stuff. It just sits on the hardware and keeps transferring when you go from one to the other. But if the hardware is gone, the data's gone with it. That's a problem. Over 5,700 screens are cracked every hour. Laptop, cell phones stolen every 43 seconds. I know that Joel has a serious story that actually was the nucleus that actually initiated the idea of God Backup. That's where it all came to be.
And Chris, I think all three of that has happened to both of us. And, you know, we've been building businesses for so long, and we've been so dependent on our devices. So it's such a huge opportunity when you have an opportunity with your device. And how many times have you seen this? I mean, we've seen it many times, and we've had to upgrade and upgrade and upgrade. It's interesting because I talk to my friends, and you know, this conversation often comes up because we are in business on helping people have more data storage for less price. And you'll get to know that as we get talking. But it's interesting that they'll say, oh my gosh, I can't believe, you know, I just saw a pop up from iCloud or whatever devices they're using. And they said, it's funny that you're calling me around the same time. You know, what a coincidence. So we know that it's out there, that people need more and more storage. So we have the solution with Got Backup for their families. Yeah, for sure.
So now that we've covered the global trend one, now let's talk about the second one, which I think it's staring at us in the face every single day, is people are looking to make more money. If we focus on North America for a minute, 42% of Americans have side gigs, and they have no choice. We have no choice. 62% of Gen Z, these are my kids between 18 to 25. My daughter right now is traveling in Asia, and she actually her business is traveling with her. She's a personal trainer, and she trains people. I'm not sure how she works her hours dealing with a 12, 13 hours different time zone. My point here is that she's completely self-employed. And this is very common today. My wife and I are completely self-employed. We don't depend on the system to be able to live the lifestyle that we did. If we did, I don't think we'd have that lifestyle. So what about the rest of the world? That's a major trend that's attracting a lot of people to have what we have to offer.
Yeah, in today's world, everybody's looking for side gigs. You talk to everybody, and they're looking to add on another income stream. And what better way to do this and to have control of your time, which is phenomenal. You know, most people, you know, they'll go out and look for a second job, and they're spending more time away from their family, where here's an opportunity where you can build a business. You got your phone anyways, you can build a business anywhere you are. And we love what this profession does for us. And of course, Got Backup, such an amazing product that you're going to absolutely love. So you can see that we have an option for a core base to get started, the basic core, which Chris is going to go through with you. And
Yeah,
then
sure.
VIP as well, for people who want to take it to another level of earning income.
So there's some really powerful tools here that we want to share with you as for the inline user. As Tammy said, we have the core, which is the backup service, but we also have a VIP added value that you can utilize to market your business. and other tools that are really absolutely amazing. And folks, feel free to mention anything that comes to mind as we're sharing this opportunity, because we'd love to see that. And thank you for mentioning where you're from, and we certainly appreciate also your feedback. Your personal feedback really helps, and especially if a brand new viewer is looking at information, sometimes your feedback could be the kind of feedback that will top up what it is that they're viewing. So Tammy, how let's talk about the core product of God Backup.
Absolutely. So it's all about data storage. And as we said, most companies, they have 2 terabyte, and Chris will show you that after. Got Backup offers 6 terabytes of storage space, 6 accounts, which means 6 people in your family, doesn't matter where people live, they can be on one account, which is unheard of. It's exciting. And the best part is unlimited devices. So many people have so many different devices. Doesn't matter if you have Android and iPhone, or PC and Mac. It doesn't matter. You can set up all your devices. All of our devices are set up, and it doesn't matter where we go. We have access to everything, all for less than $10 a month, $9.97. And it's the only business that has a home base business attached to it. So it's phenomenal. I get really, really excited when I talk about this company.
So what's really exciting here is that not only we're having a product that's a product that everyone needs, but they're paying you. If you look at the competitors over here, iCloud, Dropbox, Google Drive, they generally all offer about 2 terabytes. And I'm aware that maybe Microsoft and are offering a few other things. Always remember, they do not pay you a dime. God Backup is paying people tens of thousands of dollars, in some cases more, based on the work that they've been applying since they started their business. So the fact here is you have the choice. You can start with $9.97, which is a monthly payment, or what most of us choose, if we're in the means to do that, is to pay for the year. If you notice that $99.97, if you do the math, that's not 12 months. That's 10 months. So you're getting 2 months for free if you pay for the year. So there's so many benefits, which I believe someone mentioned here last time, that's around $8.87 per month when you do it that way. So that's correct in Yonam, right? So you save data, and while you earn, it's absolutely brilliant. It's a brilliant business model. That's why we're excited about it. So let's summarize the package, Tammy.
Yeah, we don't have to worry about running out of storage as well. So that's really, really exciting. So just to sum that part up, you get 6 terabytes of backup storage for $9.97 per month, or you can choose the 99 and pay it for the year. It includes up to 6 accounts. And just so you know, every single one of those accounts each have their own password. So nobody has access to each other's stuff. Android, iPhone apps, it's available on all devices, automatic backups, set and forget. Once you set it up, it's a set and forget. It's phenomenal. The more you get to know what's available, you get more and more excited about the Got Backup opportunity.
I totally
so you
agree.
have access to everything anywhere in the world, as we mentioned, military grade encrypted, and there's 10,000 square feet of data center, and so there's lots of room to grow. Our goal is to get to 1 million users as quick as possible. And I believe right now, Chris, we have about 40,000 members, maybe more now, because I know it's growing exponentially.
Absolutely. In fact, every Wednesday is the cutoff week, and I hope that you guys are going to be attending that presentation. And Butterville, you're absolutely correct, right? The fact here is this interface works with all devices. That's what I'm excited about. All devices can be all backed up into this. I have my PCs, I have my Macs, I have iPhones and iPads and so forth. They're all connected to the cloud. But over and above that, if you recall, the other package, we just talked about the core package. Now I just want to talk about the VIP. That's a package that you can choose to upgrade to. And it gives you an opportunity to upload all your videos. Why is this important? Because something that we haven't mentioned, we'll mention at the end here, but God Backup is not just a backup service. They also have an email marketing system that comes with it. All that included for less than $10 a month. Trust me, that's one heck of a deal. So, but over that, in those emails, you may want to have some welcome videos, introduction videos, to getting started videos. Some of you are very clever on putting beautiful videos together. Well, you can upload them. And the other thing that you have that's included in a VIP bonus. The other bonus is what we call memory place. Imagine if you have a wedding, or you have a company event, or your team event, or whatever is going on, and you create this QR code that's actually available, and you can, or even the link that you pass on to the entire team, and you instruct the team, say, hey guys, while you are there taking pictures, make sure that you upload all your pictures through that QR code or that link. And now the entire team is uploading all their pictures, and everybody has access to everyone's devices or everyone's pictures that they choose to upload through that portal that you provided, that you have. That's really powerful. And it's also where if the person is not a member, they'll be invited to, hey, do you want to have something like this? Which for you, it's another way to add on to your prospects, right? So the point is, this is a second bonus that's included in the VIP. The third one that's included is what we call a personal promo link. You know, when you start with God Backup, many of you are aware, but you provided a link. And that link gives you a landing page. And that landing page is what you send people. You know, the link that you send people for them to look at the information on God Backup? Well, now you have the option to modify this as you see fit. And go even further. If, let's say, I speak Greek, or I speak a different language that is not supported yet, well, you can actually take all of those different promo links, create a language that you want, and send that to your audience so they can see it at the language that you want. You can choose the video, you can choose the text, and everything else. This is very, very powerful. And it goes beyond that. You can also create a promotional link by some of your team members that might have reached certain different ranks. And by promoting them, encouraging others that they can do the same thing, you can also have a beautiful promo link with that. It's super, super powerful. Another thing that's really important is custom domain name. One is you can have it through God Backup, or you can use your existing domain name that you've earned from GoDaddy or Interlink, whatever it is that you might be using for decades, and you can have it point to your actual links that we just talked about, right? What was the previous slide that we talked about? The promo links. You can assign your promo links to these domains. So again, if you don't understand any of this, don't worry about it. They have all these wonderful trainings to teach you how to go about it. But that is all included in the VIP package.
I get so excited. The more I'm digging into the VIP, I'm seeing such huge value with it. So definitely look into that part as well, because you want to treat your business professionally, especially right from the get-go. And it's not a lot to learn the process. And there's trainings all the time that are available for you to learn how to use every step of the way. So we're going to go right into how you can earn income with Got Backup. And the first way is through the direct referral commission. So that's when you start talking to people and they like what you're talking about. They decide to join just like you did. And if they join with a payment in their first month, you're going to make 200%, which is $20. Plus, every single month after, you're going to be making 25% of the subscription fee, moving into, like, starting into the second month. So you're guaranteed that you're going to create ongoing income as long as they're active using the product. And once people start uploading their stuff, nobody wants to get rid of this stuff. And for $10 a month, I mean, people go out and spend more on fancy coffees and a donut, you know what I mean? So it's just a no-brainer. I love this. So for example, if you have 20 people that you bring into the business. So 20 times $20, you're making $400 commission in your very first month. And then every month after, you're guaranteed to have that $50. So the key is to duplicate this. And this is when Chris is going to go into the next part.
Yeah. So there are three ways we can earn. So the first one is you doing the action of inviting people by providing your information. They like it. They decide to buy into it, and that's it. You start getting commission every single month as long as you use a service. Number 2 and 3. So let's talk about 2. So you earn 25% matching check from the income that Tammy just talked about earlier from the direct commission that they've earned. So if you sponsor me and I turn around and I start sponsoring people, right, then you will earn 25% from my commission on my direct sponsoring. So for example, Tammy talked about 20 business partners. Let's just say they earn an average of $20 a month. Excuse me, $200 a month. Okay. So what's happening is you would earn 25% of that. So that's $50 per business partner. If you do the math times 20, that's $1,000 a month. So folks, you understand that as you build, as you introduce people to this business and help them understanding by getting them to start right, they start earning, you earn a percentage the company will send to you. Now, here's what's really interesting. The third way you earn income, this is very attractive. This is what we call team commission. This is the residual that I'm talking about, the kind of income that you get paid from the fruit of your labor over the month and years that are to come. So a team commission, so for those that maybe never have heard the expression team commission, that means that you have a 2-team structure. Binary is a computer term, means 0 or 1. It just means that yes or no, or this or that, right or left. That's really what it is. So you can see indirect. Indirect referral means someone that was sponsored by someone above you. Direct referral, that came directly from you. So just like you see on the right-hand side, the indirect referral there, well, below him, there's a direct referral. That means you brought in someone and you put them in the next logical place. It's underneath the last person. So the indirect referral person benefit from your work, just as you benefited from the indirect referral of someone else. So let's expand on that. So how do you earn? Well, step 1 is you remain active. Just like if you have a membership with Netflix or Amazon Prime or whatever service that you're buying, to have access to this service, you pay monthly. That's one reason. The other thing is you want to get paid. As long as you pay for your service, you qualify to earn your commission. And we'll expand on how you qualify in a minute. You invite others to do the same, and then you earn team commission. Now, you notice on the graph, there's a power leg and a pay leg. All it means is power leg, there's more people on your left side than there is on your right side. So the smaller side, we call it pay leg. So let's expand on that. So how do you earn commission on this third way to earn an income? Well, you get paid per cycle. What is a cycle? A cycle is to have 2 people on one side and 4 on the other. Just as it is illustrated over here. You got 4 bodies on the left side, 2 bodies on the right side. In this point, it doesn't matter who sponsors who. As long as you have the count and they're paying their $10 a month, then you have one cycle. What's happening, folks, is since Tammy and I started, we're right now earning 400 cycle, 450 cycle. Eventually, it's going to be 700 cycle. Eventually, it'll be 10,000 cycles. Do you understand what I'm trying to say here? So this is your retirement plan as you're building 1 and 2. So this could be very, very, very lucrative as you build your business. And I want to bring one more point before I leave the slide. Think of a company like Dropbox. It took them 7 years to get into momentum. I don't think it'll take us that. In fact, we're already having some massive growth in less than a year. But here's my point. Dropbox has over 700 million users. It's unthinkable the volume that could be generated with this amount of bodies. We're reaching 40,000. Do you see what I'm getting at? The future is so bright. And as we keep adding services and we keep helping people evolving, I'm telling you, when this thing hits momentum, which I think will be mid-year of this year, make sure you plant your seeds because, like I say often, get ready for rain. Back to you, Tammy.
So here's the best part, you guys. Because Chris and I have been in the industry for a long time, and we're actually surrounded by big top leaders in so many different companies. We're part of, I don't know if anybody knows Eric Worre, but we're part of his mastermind. So we're in the inner circle of top producers in this industry. And most companies are struggling. Most companies are struggling right now, especially the ones that have the higher ticket items. So look at this. People are looking for opportunity. We all know people are looking for opportunity. Everybody has a device. Everybody wants to save their memories. So a one-time fee for $20, one-time fee, I said, not once a year or once a month, one time, that's it, 20 bucks. And then every single month, it's $10. How many people do you know that has $10 every single month to be in business that can pay them a residual income? Well, based on the efforts that they're going to put in. But when you think about it, go find 20 people that have 10 bucks a month. You can find way more than 20 people that have 10 bucks a month to save their data storage to make income. It's so powerful, and it's such an easy no-brainer that it really is easy to get people, and you just got to talk to people.
And the fact is, you remember now we tell, okay, this is the basic package. That's a core package. But if you want to go a little higher and you want to have all the added features that we talked about, right? The video uploader, the memory place, the personal promo link, domain names, and there's also other details are not mentioned here. The fact here, folks, is $24.97 a month. That's pretty cool. Or $249.70 a year, 2 months for free. See, they kept the same logic. You don't have to do this, but there's a lot of added benefits to that, which also increases the possibilities. So the fact here, folks, is there's incredible packages, and look how big this is becoming in less than a year. Back to you, Tammy.
Yeah, and I believe now is it 134 now? Who knows what's the last country that we're in, because it's growing regularly. Every time we look, there's a new country, so we do have to upgrade this folder, or I mean this slide. But Chris, I remember when we first got started, I went back in May, I think they were talking about 24. It's just exponentially growing worldwide. And why is that? Because it's a cloud storage, right? So it's easy to build a business internationally. So it's a huge opportunity. You know, man, how many people around the world, we're fortunate in North America, how many people around the world that don't have opportunities like we all do? Well, they have now. So contact those people. They need to know about this. You can really make an impact on people's lives by sharing this with them.
I totally agree. And Olivia, I'm not sure how to activate the subtitle. I don't own the account, so I don't have any control over it. I know it'll be awesome if you just click the details and then just click the subtitle. You can change the language as you see fit in real time. I'm going to look at that for the future, but at the moment, I can't really do it because I don't see the option for me to activate this, but we will come back to that because that's a great feedback. Okay, so as we keep moving here is, folks, one thing that's really important is babies cry for it, but in the same time, adults die for this. What is it that they crave for is recognition.
So powerful. And I love the fact that Got Backup recognizes somebody when they sign their very first person. The first 20 bucks you make, you get that recognition as a bronze. And as you grow up in the incomes, you will increase in your ranks. And they have a whole system that's available to you as a member to be able to recognize your team members. And all you need to do is click on it, upload a picture, and promote it. I mean, they've created so much simplicity in their system. until you join, you don't know what I'm talking about, but I'm telling you, it's so easy to do this. I get so excited. I love easy.
I can appreciate that. And this is the thing that is also amazing with God Backup is they do everything for you. You got a personalized referral link. You got a personalized landing page. You know, in my experience, I had to create all these things to be able to tell the world about it. This is all done for you the moment you engage. On top of that, as I mentioned earlier, this is not just a backup service. That's a complete email marketing system. And you have the option to buy into those emails that are prepared for you. And I do recommend to buy into them because it will save you a lot of time in creating those emails. So when people are opting in from your landing, your personal referral link, they'll start receiving email personalized from you. So these marketing tools are very, very powerful. You have online presentations, such as this one. There's another one on Wednesday that's hosted by our CEO, Joel Thierry. There's also one that's hosted on Friday by Mark. There's also training that's hosted by Linda at 7:30. It was actually last night. And every week, every Saturday, Tammy and I do a training. Tammy and I have made millions of dollars in this business. We understand that training and support is critical. And I know for some of you that's hard to believe. Trust me, I used to be there. I bought that t-shirt, but I've evolved and I've learned. And now we pay it forward. Just show up for class. All of that is included for your $9.95 or $9.97. Sorry. So, folks, there's no limits here.
Yeah, it's definitely a product that everyone needs. And we've been expressing that throughout the whole presentation, a business that everybody can afford. It's just a matter of making a decision, get signed up, and this will be the joy of 2024 for you. I'm telling you, you will love what you're going to experience with this company.
I totally agree. And as we end this presentation here, folks, it's time to get started. Look at this beautiful family, probably living in a house behind them, walking along the beach, which is what Tammy and I do on a regular basis right here in Daytona Beach. See, we turned our dreams into reality. So this is not by coincidence. This is not luck, as some may think. This is by design. So we've been doing this back and forth from Toronto, Canada, cold winter. We pack our bags and we go to Daytona Beach for 5 months. And we come back when the snow's melted and it's hot again. By choice. We've been doing this for 11 years. And I'm telling you, if we had a normal job, there is no way that would be even possible. But because our business comes with us, it doesn't matter where we live. We can live on the moon. As long as you have access to the internet, we can communicate, we can do business. And that's what we're talking about here, folks. So the limits are endless. It is entirely up to you. We hope that you've enjoyed this presentation, and it is recorded. And there's many, many different sessions of these presentations we've done. You can also access this presentation from our board. And for respect for many people here that may be in different parts of team, I want to respect the leadership. Just ask your leader, listen, I love this presentation. I'd love to have access to it. I want to present with my team. Let them know, let your leadership know, I will make sure it's available. If not, if you are part of this, the organization where we are providing all the information in our Telegram group, I assure you that everything is there. So everybody, have yourself a wonderful rest of your day. We thank you for your time or evening or morning. And we will talk to you next week. Otherwise, we will see you on Saturday on our training. And bye for now.
Have a fabulous week.